Donald Trump was rushed off the stage by Secret Service agents on Saturday night while making a speech at a rally in Reno, Nevada. The Republican nominee shielded his eyes and looked into the crowd and was then suddenly rushed off the stage as an incident unfolded in front of the crowd. There were unconfirmed reports of a man with a gun. Several minutes later, a balding white man wearing a hoodie was escorted out, handcuffed by a number of police officers.
Got it. Great.
Go.
Absolutely dramatic visuals coming in there from Nevada as the Republican nominee Donald Trump was rushed off the stage when a man in a hoodie with a gun was spotted in the crowd. Smita Sharma is now joining us with the very latest from Washington, D.C. Smita, I want to understand from you, what are you learning at the moment about this man and about the security in place at the moment?
Well, we do not know as to the identity of this man really, Maha. But, what happened was it was a very chaotic scene. Donald Trump, like always, of course, this is the last leg of his campaign, and he was in Nevada with his address going on full swing. That's when he suddenly spotted something at the side of the stage. And before he could realize as to what really was happening on the ground, when two Secret Service agents came dashing towards him, and they took him backstage. He could be seen ducking down as he was being rushed into the backstage. And then there was a chaos on the ground as people were trying to outpower this alleged individual who supposedly was actually trying to pull out a gun. But he's been taken, of course, into custody, is being interrogated at the moment. Donald Trump, of course, issued a statement thanking the authorities in Reno and the Secret Service agents, and also for his, in fact, supporters. But a lot of dramatic visuals there, and coming close to the election day, at a time when also, remember, there are security measures in place. In tomorrow, there's in fact, in a few hours from now is when the annual New York Marathon will happen. But Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton will also be, in fact, in nearby states. They're not in New York. And there is a security alert that has been given out ahead of elections. So fragile enough, and this definitely adds to it.
Smita, could this rally address be resumed after the security scare? And what was the security like in that rally in Reno?
Yes, it was in fact disrupted only for a few minutes, Maha. But after a few minutes, in fact, Donald Trump came back to the stage and he went on with his address after the situation was in control. Normally what happens is, with both Donald Trump and Hillary Clinton, for these last-minute programs, the schedules are constantly being revised. So if suppose Donald Trump has a rally on the 6th, the schedule will possibly come in only by 4th evening of this morning. It's very last minute. Once that comes in, they give you the options either if you're as a media person, you can register to an email with your media credentials, or if you're a volunteer, you can sign up for them. And then depending on whether, because some of the events are closed door events, like an event that I went to in Philadelphia, it was being held inside a hotel, and where essentially the Trump camp was targeting on the issue of Obamacare. It didn't come across, remember in the West, unlike in India, where we see very high levels of security, but still the security doesn't seem tight. In the West, in Europe, in the US, normally you have 1 or 2 layers of security, but the intelligence level is considered sharp. So physically the barricades are not there. And once you are inside the room, you are free to mingle around in the ground space. So it must have been a similar case today, but we'll have to see as to where did this man come from.
Smita Sharma, many thanks for joining us with all those details.